Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me tonight because you're not just here to fill in time. You don't just Google um, your health concerns just for something fun to do. Like, there has to be a worry, there has to be a concern. Like, there's something going wrong with my body. I'm not healing as fast as what I used to. I've got some results that aren't as great. I'm not feeling as good. I've been put on some more medication. So you're here for a reason, because you've noticed that your body is showing you signs and you want to feel better. And you want to learn about this lymphatic system. All right. So the lymphatic system the lymphatic system is like a truck. It's like a removal truck. So if you think about your house being your body, and then you've got a truck that comes in, say your blood, that delivers the nutrients and the oxygen and all the everything that your body needs with your blood. But think about your lymphatic system as the dump truck, as the cleaning system, as the mop, as the bucket, all the things that's going to get rid of the debris that can get caught in all the different areas of your body. So if that makes sense and you want to learn more, stay, because who knows where we go. My name is Chelsey Jean. I am a naturopath. I love speaking loudly about how you should listen to your body, how you might not be getting the correct answers following the systems, because whereas the system actually getting us or got us, we are not healthier than what we were last year. We've got, I think there's 80% of us that have got over 65 that have got one or more chronic diseases. So we're going to go through all of those. So the core message for tonight, ladies, is that the lymphatic system, it's not some little side hustle. Okay. It is your immune system. And I'm going to say that, and I'm going to say it out loud. I believe that your lymphatic system is your immune system. It's the cleanup crew. It's your cleanup system. It's your drainage system. It's what the way that the waste gets removed out of your body. And it's what keeps you in flow. It's what keeps you in check. But what I want to ask you, please, is on Instagram, on Facebook, like in the comments section, can you please tell me what is the most valuable piece of information that I can give you tonight? Why are you here? What can ask me a question so then I can answer that for you tonight. So what is the most valuable piece of information that I can give you in the hour that we're going to spend together talking about how you can take back control of your body? So if it's feeling blocked, stagnant, inflamed, stressed, suppressed, ignored, guess where you feel it? Everywhere. Everywhere. It's not just I've got a sore shoulder, or I've got lymphedema or lipedema or like kidney issues. When you have a blocked up system, you are going to feel it in every part of your body. Okay. It could be puffiness in your face. You can hold on to a lot of fluid. You can have a bit of brain fog as well, or it can be in your legs. You can have heavy legs, fatigue. Are you getting a lot more tired than what you used to? Need to have some nanny naps during the day? Is your cellulite changing? Have you got restless legs, swollen ankles, bloating, skin issues? Are you a bit smelly? What's going on between the pits? A bit getting a bit, not just in the pits, like all the areas of your body that are going to smell. Believe me, once you start using your gloves, you may even get smellier, because as we are opening up the gates, we're opening up the drain, we're allowing all of the muck, all of the junk to get released, and you don't have to hold on to that waste anymore. So you're here for a reason. Please take notes, but this is being recorded so you can watch it again and again if you want to. It's all about getting your body flowing. Because what happens as soon as your body gets clogged and your body cannot protect itself anymore, your body's going to speak louder and louder, and you're going to end up having more chronic illnesses, more of a buildup, more plaque, more congestion, um, that's going to stop your body from working the way that it should. Okay. Um, and we don't want it to keep on speaking louder. We want to make friends with our body. So I'm really excited to be back here tonight, June. Can you believe it? It's June. Excited because one, being June, we're halfway through the year. Have a look at what goals you set at the beginning of the year. What did you promise yourself? What did you promise yourself? Type in the comments. Was this going to be your year? Were you going to put yourself first this year? What was going to change? Were you going to eat better, move your body more, go to the gym, go to Pilates, do some stretching? What were you going to do this year that you might not have done yet? So this is a chance to draw a line in the sand and start again. The most valuable thing I take away from doing this sequence every day is just how good it makes my body feel. My body tells me I need this every day. Yes, so I just read that off Instagram. Who uses their gloves and then falls off the bandwagon and then notices it in a week and your body is telling you a story? You're like, holy dooly. Like, now I know that I need to use these gloves every day because the toxins aren't stopping, right? The toxins are not stopping. They're not going to miraculously take the fluoride out of the water because it's going to help your lymphatic system. No, they're not going to go and test all of the chemicals that's all in the food sprays that they put there on purpose, or they spray us with in the air, right? And all the chemicals and all the drugs and all of the things. You think that's going to stop? No, it's only going to get worse. And the other thing is, it is not your fault that you do not know this. So many people say, why didn't I know this earlier? Why isn't this taught at school? Why don't our mums teach us this? We're taught to brush our hair. We're taught to brush our teeth. We're taught to put on deodorant to stop our body from naturally detoxing. We're taught to go to the doctor if we're not feeling well and to take a tablet. We're taught, we even get letters, and then after letters, once you turn 50, go and put your boob in between a big squashy machine so it can just, break the cancer cells into even more, and we'll radiate you at the same time. We're told to do all of those things, but we're not told to move our lymph. So tonight, I'm really excited because I'm going to teach you how to move your lymphatic system. Yes, everybody happy with that? Give me some thumbs up and some love hearts. We can learn all about how to do it ourselves. So yeah, we're not taught that if the drains are blocked, the house floods. If the drain is full in the kitchen sink, it's going to overflow with gunk and yuck all over the floor. So this is why we're walking around with flooded bodies, congested tissue, so much puffiness, heaviness, painful boobs. You know how you say to your partner, don't stay away, don't touch me, don't touch my boobs, they're sore. What are you doing about it? So I'm going to teach you tonight how to do that. Hardness in your belly, stagnant. You need to poo. We're going to talk about that as well. And so many people are just they've exhausted their nervous system as well. All right. But then we're told that this is normal and just put up with it. It's okay. It's not normal. Is it common? Yeah. Is it too common? Yeah. If you were to use one cream on your body, would it be the magnesium or the lymphatic cream? Great question. So I'm just going to answer the questions as we go through that are coming up in Instagram, because then they disappear into the Netherland. So the magnesium oil is for pain, inflammation, cellular. So we've got MSM. So aloe vera. So it is still going to moisturize you. So it's aloe vera water with magnesium, MSM, and lots of other. So we have peppermint, eucalyptus, all in here. So it's still going to moisturize a little bit and great for aches and pains, but it is not going to nurture and plumpen your skin and help with the detoxification process like the lymphatic cream. I mix them both together. We're talking about all of these things that are wrong um, with our body, it's not normal. It's common, and we want to make it less common. And my goal is to make this world a better place for my grandkids, and hopefully, you want to do the same. I want to reach 5 million women. Yeah, absolutely. That's what I want to reach you and your sisters and your friends and educate all the people that you love and that I love. But I'm a little bit selfish too, and I want to do this to help my grandkids and make sure that they can find partners who can still be fertile and have babies, right? Because fertility has gone, has gone. Um, it's pretty scary. Everything that we're looking at is pretty scary. So get your head out of the sand and join in and let's make a change. Okay, so you're in boob camp or you're learning lymphatics for the first time because you've seen there's been changes happening to your body. Perimenopausal, menopausal, there's been some hormonal changes. You might be a little bit of a hormonal mess. You may have to change your diet because you can't have gluten anymore. You've become intolerant to different types of foods. You may have parasites, but you may have been given a diagnosis as well that your body is too toxic and all of those toxic cells have accumulated together and they've called it cancer. Okay, so all of these reasons, all of these things is a great reason to start using your gloves and start detoxing your body. What is boob camp? Okay, so have a look in the bio on Instagram and you will see boob camp, as in boobies. Boob camp, we've got 40,000 women in our boob camp group where we are talking about health. We've got like over 100 practitioners in there to answer your questions as well. Yep, South Africa, we can definitely deliver to South Africa as well. All right. So wherever you're at, we can definitely help. So when you join boob camp, we have a question. It says like, why are you joining? What is your body trying to tell you? And I've got some answers here. So we've got one lady, Baker. She said, I've watched all your ads on Facebook and I'm about to purchase the gloves and I need to see how to use them correctly. So yes, we'll be doing that tonight. Marie, I have lipedema. All right, we'll be talking more about lipedema tomorrow night. I feel like this is what's been missing, and I've tried so many other things, definitely. I'm 56 years old and I've been obese my entire life. I've tried everything, and your program ticks so many boxes, particularly chronic inflammation. I'm a massage therapist. I do a lot. This is Odeli. I'm a massage therapist. I do a lot of MLD and oncology massage. I've been through the breast cancer journey myself. I educate our clientele, as Chelsey does, and why we are how we are and the lymphatic and fascious system. And a client referred me. So, how good is it that we're also reaching other practitioners to learn about the gloves, perimenopause, I can't shift weight, my legs swell, like I'm bloated and puffy, I have inflammation, I feel yuck. So, all of these different things about why everyone is joining boob camp. So let me just check our chat bot in here. Participants, whiteboard meeting, chat. Oh shit, I lost it. More chat. All right. Can we brush too deep? Great question. Oh, look at all of these questions. All right. Reducing alcohol and moving more. Yep. Will this help me lose weight? Yes, because we're going to figure out how it works. Which sides of the gloves to use, the cream or the oil? Great. I can definitely help with that. Yeah, surgery for lipedema I definitely agree with you. Very expensive and, you know, is, oh, I wish that doctors knew more about it. I went to Bangkok earlier this year, and there are so many women who don't even know that they have lipedema lining up for all of these operations of fat removal and are they causing more issues? Because the leakiness from the vessels, like, is that going to stop? So there's a lot that we need to talk about when it comes to lymphatic health and the lipedema. So well, really excited. So the next 3 Fridays, we are dedicating at, I think it's 11 o'clock. Is it 11 o'clock? 12 o'clock? No, 12 o'clock. Yes, 12 o'clock the next 3 Fridays. Thank you, Miss Leonie. We are dedicating to lipedema, and yes, it will be recorded so you can rewatch after that. Okay. I use the gloves every day, and I've just been on holidays and didn't use the gloves, and I felt the difference. Yeah, this is something that you are going to feel so much better, and if you stop doing, you can't stop doing it. Okay, sorry. Once you start, you're going to feel so much better. You are not going to want to stop, but it's 2 minutes a day. You can do it. Morning, night, lunch, sitting up, standing down, sitting on the toilet, laying in bed. It doesn't matter. You can do it anywhere, anytime. So we're going to answer those questions more tomorrow night. We'll be answering all of the lifestyle and when to keep it, when to do it. Even my mind feels clearer, so much more clarity since doing the sequence. I love how you can feel it removing the toxins all through the entire biodynamic. It's honestly so good. So thank you, Keitha, for that. These have been a godsend. I've had them since Mother's Day. Thank you. So yeah, beautiful. Thank you so much. Mads, can you make sure that you are keeping all of these comments, please? Yeah, also steer clear of the phytoestrogens, soy and flax, definitely. I am not a lover of soy. It's just chemicals. Okay. Yes, and they do wreak havoc and it's a fad. I definitely agree with you. So does the lymphatic cream have magnesium in it? No. The lymphatic cream does not have magnesium in it. Chronic constipation and chronic middle back pain. Yes. So those two go 2 and 2 together, don't they? So if you're stuck around your middle, you've got a lot of pain in your belly. You're just regurgitating all that poo's not getting out. If you eat 2 times a day, you should poo 2 times a day. If you eat 3 times a day, you should poo 3 times a day. That's how it works. You don't just poo once a week. I don't know how anyone could even function pooing like only once every 2 days. Like that would drive me insane. Can we go to deep? This daily sequence has improved my throbbing, restless legs at night. It makes them feel normal and light with no throbbing. Thank you. It's absolutely beautiful. Can the gloves be used on kids? Absolutely. Definitely. So sensory issues. So we've had a little boy who has never spoken. He can speak, but he's nonverbal. So he says words and things, but he's never actually spoken to his mum. And he started using the gloves, and he actually had a conversation, his first conversation with his mum. She recorded him, and he said, "Do you like broccoli pizza?" I will never forget that line. So yeah, definitely. Kids, all shapes and sizes, definitely with children. All right. All the positive, Cheryl, all the positive affirmations around the sides of the information sheet are so beautiful. Yes. Varicose veins. Yes, we're helping with varicose veins too. The best thing that you can do for your varicose veins, though, is to keep your body alkaline. And this is how systemic health will get better. Using your lymphatic system to clear out the junk, but also keeping your body alkaline, because sickness, disease can only live in a body that is acidic. If your body is alkaline, it can't live there. It can heal itself. Clean the lymph. Keep your body alkaline, and you're gonna feel so good. You're gonna feel amazing. How is it not to have that thing in the back of your head? Like that something's wrong. How much clearer could you be if you didn't have in the back of your head that the scary chronic diseases that could be building up? All right. So thank you. I think I've just got through all of those comments um, as well, because, we are not becoming a healthier society. Yeah. Where are we? We're becoming medicated. Let me just move this off to the side. Um, we're more medicated. So in Australia, nearly 7 in 10 people have been given, pharmaceutical medication. Cardiovascular medicines. We've got so many people on statins. If you are on a statin, please make sure you are taking coenzyme Q10. A statin stops your body from making coenzyme Q10, and CoQ10 keeps you young, keeps you vibrant, creates new tissue, keeps the inflammation down, keeps the pain down, helps with your joints. So please make sure you are taking ubiquinol, which is, coenzyme Q10, like in a high dose. There's, like we just talked about, there's lots of wellness trends, there's lots of diets, there's lots of programs. These gloves are going to work with any diet that you're doing, any fitness program. You have to assist it. So let's think about the things. Have you had an operation? Are you a shallow breather? Are you leaning over your desk? Is there any spots in your body that you're holding on to a lot of fluid? Is there any tears in muscles, congestion, things that's going to stop this flow of fluid getting to where it needs to be? I bet you that there is. All right, let me just check back in here. Oops. All right. Okay. How the lymphatic system works is, if we have, picture your body like it is a tube of toothpaste. And if we're just going to squeeze the toothpaste at the bottom and we haven't opened up the lid, is it going to get all mucky and it's going to create a mess inside? And just think about that tricolor toothpaste. I know that it's fluoride and it's toxic, and I know that none of you will use it, but the blue, the white, and the red stripe, if you squeeze it from the bottom, they're all going to get messy in the middle. So when you come out the top, you're not going to have the pretty blue, the white, and the red. So all of everything coming out the way that it should be. And I just made that analogy up, and I think that rocks, and I'm going to use that all of the time. We need the fluid to regulate and be transported around, because it's your immune system. We use the lymphatic system for detoxification. It's how your energy levels. So whether you're going to be bouncy, out of bed and have a great day full of energy, or whether you're going to sag and slow at the end of the day, midday, when you're looking for those crackers or that chocolate around that 3 o'clock mark, when your metabolism is slowing, the insulin resistance might be kicking in, that type of thing. We need to make sure that the cells are living in a beautiful, healthy fish tank of water. What happens if the filter stops working in the fish tank? It's going to get a little bit murky, muddy. The fish poo is just going to be swimming around, and the fish is going to probably eat some poo. I just made that one up too. Leota, you loved that one, didn't you? Poo eating fish. Okay, so we need to help the body keep that cellular fluid in the best conditions. So when you have got the nutrients coming in, it can get in the cell just like that. But if you've got lots of debris, if your fish tank is a bit murky and gross, and if you've got tattoos, it's never going to be clear again. So make sure that we're keeping that water flushing through, because the answer isn't to drug the fish. The answer is not just to give the fish drugs. The answer is to clean the tank, and you can do that. So hopefully by tonight, I'm going to empower you enough to grab your gloves or grab your hands and teach you how to do this lymphatic sequence that's going to help unblock, unclog, so we are preventing disease. Because if it is not flowing, you're going to end up with lots of dis-ease in your body. It is not going to be an easy flow. All right. So instead of your body being a tube of toothpaste, We all get that. We can't just squeeze it from the bottom. We've got fluid in our ankles. If we squeeze it, where's it going to go in the middle? It's just going to get all chocked up. If your body is a bottle of champagne and we pop the cork at the top, then everything is, all the bubbles, everything is going to flow up to where it needs to be. And I would prefer to be a bottle of champagne than a tube of toothpaste any day. Okay, so who has got their gloves? If you don't have your gloves handy, you can definitely just use your hands as well. All right, so let me talk through the sequence. Now, I started doing this long time ago. I started my first clinic when I was 19, and I was doing a figure toning salon where I would have these machines, sort of like Gloria Marshall, and you would sit on one and it would move your bum, and the other one would move your legs up and down, the other one would move your legs backwards and forwards, and then one went moved from side to side. And I would measure my ladies, so I would measure them around the neck, around the arm, tops of the boobs, breasts, underneath, like all of their measurements. And I'd also massage as well. And when I went to massage school, just the same thing that happens nowadays, I was told, you do not touch this area. Don't touch the chest, don't touch the boobs, don't touch the bums. You are going to get sued if you touch any of those areas. It's like, okay, stay away. But because, as you can tell, I talk a lot and I would have my clients hop on the table, the last thing I wanted to do was stick their head in the hole. Like, no, you didn't. Like, I've got so much to tell you. I want to educate you. I've got to, there's no point me dying without telling you all the things that I know that are in my head. I'm not one of those, massage therapists that you're going to come to and sleep. No, I was known as Cruella. Like, I would get in and I would find all of the spots and unblock those areas. And that did take a toll on my body as well, doing all those deep tissue massages, right? Especially on the bigger guys and the muscly women. And it was hard work. And I did get tendonitis, and I was doing 8 hours a day of massage, plus doing the figure toning salon, plus running the house, and doing all those things. And so just having the conversation with my clients, they were laying, face up. But my friend here, just pretend she's laying on a table, and I would put my hand on her heart like this, and I would check in. Hi, how are you going? How are you feeling? What's going on today? Here. Where do you connect with yourself? What's here? This is your thymus. Okay. Where do you put your hands when something goes wrong? What are you doing here? All right. So there's a bit of an activation that happens in your chest. And then my hands crept a little because I just couldn't help myself. It was like, oh, why is that lumpy? Why is that gritty? Does that feel like a lumpy road? What's going on? And they're going, that's sore. And I'm like, they're going to sue me because, massage school told me that I couldn't touch them there. Okay. But I couldn't help myself. And I would feel all of the tissue around their chest. The cool thing that happened was after I finished my massage, I came back to this area, and guess what? The lumps and the bumps had either disappeared, gone, like what the fuck? Where did they go? Where did they go? Because I'm not allowed to touch that area. And so now I've moved it, and now I'm going to get in more trouble. I'm going to get sued because that's what massage school taught me. Like, what am I going to do? And then they came back the next week, and I could touch all through their chest, and their tissue was so much better. We maybe talked about adding some iodine if they were if it was stringy, if their tissue felt stringy around their chest and things like that. And it's like, oh, I better look into what I'm doing. And it was lymphatic. And then I looked into it, and the way that we're supposed to be doing it is this soft touch bullshit. I'm like, oh, I'm not doing that. Now I'm going to get sued again. Of course, I'm not following the standards. I'm not doing what everybody else is meant to do, and we're supposed to do this thing, right? Who has gone and had one of these massages and walked away going, I just paid $150 for someone to pat me like a cat? Like, I'm not a cat. Um, what a waste of money. That's not how we do lymphatic massages. And that's not how I teach lymphatic massage. The lymphatic system runs deep. So not only are we educating the public here, free, I also will teach practitioners how to do what I do. And we have hundreds of practitioners across Australia. You can jump on my website. You can go and see them. You can book in with a practitioner that I have taught. There's lots of them on the call right now, lots of them in BooB camp. You can reach out to all of my practitioners. Okay. So the moral of the story is we start at our chest. We give some love to our chest area. We open up all of these 300 lymph nodes that sit here, 300 lymph nodes by activating, pressing. So play with your boobs, starts at the boobs. Have a feel around your chest, around this tissue, around here. Are there any lumps and bumps? Make sure your shoulders are relaxed. Okay. You don't want to do this by going attack and like holding on. Just have a feel around your body. Open up all of the nodes. Using your gloves, you use the spiky side of the glove on bare skin. So and I can tap all around my neck, all around my breast, here, all underneath. So use the curved part underneath your arms, breathing deep. Like I'm not digging like I'm digging a hole, but I'm stimulating, I'm touching. I've made my body have goosebumps. Okay. I do this every morning and my stomach starts to gurgle. My digestion happens first up with the gloves. So it's spiky side is what we're using on bare skin. So when you're naked, you can use this and we're going to just do it at the surface of your skin. Yes. So where the lymph comes to the surface of your skin. All right. And we're going to brush. But then we're also going to move and make sure that we're using our shoulders, we're moving our elbows. So we're helping unblock and unlock this area first. So there is no point. We have to push the fluid all the way from our toes, but we have to create room for it. And we do that by starting where the kink can be first. The kink in the hose can be in the chest. So does that make sense? Let me know. Does that all make sense? So once we tap, so Tarzan, what does Tarzan do before he saves Jane? Okay. Tap, 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 tap. Once we open up all of these areas here, we can then brush towards your heart. Now, if you have sensitive skin, if your skin is fragile because you've been on medications, you don't get enough sun, you've got low zinc levels, low vitamin D, like any reason at all, if your skin can't handle this, well, then you need to work on your skin. Start using the spikes over top of clothes. Okay, use it over top of clothes first, or just pat gently. Don't brush. The last thing I want you to do is like put holes in your body. So you're going to have to just tap with the spiky side and then make sure you use our lymphatic cream to strengthen and plump your skin. Nothing is going like the lymphatic system, the fascia, if it's not going to work properly if your skin is all frail and congested. Okay, the fascia can't be a mess. We have to make sure that our fascia is going to unblock and become smoother, is probably the best way that I can explain it. All right. Now, when you're using the rollerball side of the gloves, you're going to do it the same way, but you can do this over top of clothes or after you've put on your lymphatic cream. So you're going to grab the rollerball side, and this is where you can get a little bit deeper and massage the tissue, massage the muscles in this area that you're not allowed to touch, which is the most important bloody place that you need to start first. When you're going for a massage, never go and just put your head straight in a hole. Never, ever. If your therapist says, okay, go lay face down, you say, no. Chelsey said no. She said that you have to rub my boobs first. So come on, baby, rub my boobs. Or you just rub your boobs before you get onto the table. All right. send this to your massage therapist, get them to call me. I'm happy to explain why. So rollerball side, you can get a little bit deeper and it's a nice, slow push and help that tissue unblock the thickness. Okay, because you can feel thick, congested tissue all the way around underneath the arms too. If you have lymphedema or lipedema, this is something that you're going to want to do at least twice a day. When you're doing this in the morning, get a little bit rigorous, okay? Add in some fun, add in some music, bop around. You need to move your body. At nighttime, though, you're going to do it nice and gentle. You can put on some nice music, or you can say those affirmations that you get with the brochure, like I am beautiful, I am caring. So all of those I ams. The one that I'm saying at the moment is every little cell inside my body, every little cell is happy and well. I can't get that song out of my head, so obviously I need to sing it. And I'm singing that over and over in my head all the time. If I can't sleep at night, every little cell inside my body, right? And so that's my affirmation at the moment that I'm going to do as a calm, gentle, positive talking to my body. Because if I talk to it negatively, what's going to happen? Right, it's going to listen. Words are important. Thoughts, feelings, action, results, and all of those things that you'll learn more about in BooB Camp, because I rave on about those too. So we've activated through the chest, and then we have pushed this area, this tissue, towards the middle. Then we're going to do the arms. So you can see how I'm brushing up from my elbow, to my underarms, and then from my wrist all the way down. Now, if you're using the rollerball side without the cream, it can pinch. So make sure you use the magnesium cream, the magnesium and the cream. After you have a shower or whenever you put your moisturizer on, and then roll over top of clothes. And then the other side as well, brushing always. If you've got tuck shop arms, spend a little bit more time here. Use a spiky side, make it go red, and then the rollerball side. Okay, so there's our arms. We've done everything up to the belly. Everyone okay with that? All right. I've just ordered. I can't wait to receive them. Can the gloves be shared? Yeah, you could definitely share them. I give mine away to everyone, everywhere that I travel, everywhere that I go. I'm giving mine away. I'm always giving to friends and family. I have a pair in the car. I've got them in my handbag. I have them like in next to my bed. I have them in the bathroom. I have them everywhere. Carmel, how do you keep your body alkaline? So if you have a look at an acid and alkaline food chart, print that out. Make sure if you're going to eat something acidic like meat, then you're going to counteract it with something that is alkaline. Okay, so yeah, print out, just Google alkaline diet and choose the more alkaline side of things. So many people say they feel lighter after lymphatic drainage massage. Absolutely, Shirley. My sleep has improved so much and my bowels have never worked so well. I bought the gloves about a month ago. Yes. See, that's what happens. The delivery truck is bringing the goodness and the dump truck is getting rid of all of the junk. So drinking water. So as you're doing this, okay, you are going to want to clean up your diet. You're going to want to take a couple of steps to feeling healthier. It's just what happens. This can be the first step. When you don't know where to start, you just start with the gloves. And then your body just takes over and it just slowly builds momentum. Oh, I want to actually move my body more. Oh, I want to exercise. Oh, I want to drink water. Oh, I'm going to eat healthier food. It's just what happens. Does this help with not having a gallbladder? So not having a gallbladder, I cannot believe how many people are getting their gallbladders removed, for one. You can do a gallbladder cleanse. There is the people using our Rejuveness sauna and then having a colonic, we are getting rid of gallstones by being in the Rejuveness, use like harmonizing mat. We're using pulse electromagnetic therapy. We're using sauna. The stuff that we're getting out of people is like majorly gross, but it's amazing. If you do not have a gallbladder, then you must take enzymes every single time that you eat because your body cannot, you don't have the Pac-Man to break down the fats anymore. So please take digestive enzymes. So yes, we are helping with that as well because we're helping your body clean out the junk, but you need to take the enzymes. These aren't going to put enzymes into your body. High cortisol. Yeah, of course. I don't have any cortisol at all because I use my gloves. Um, yes, it does help with the cortisol because you are moving your body, you're moving the junk. Definitely. I didn't realize how much my body struggled to remove toxins and until I used the gloves and saw how amazing they made me feel. Thank you so much. Amanda, 3 days in and I can see an immediate change. My sore spots around my previous frozen shoulders is easing and skin is feeling softer. Congratulations, babe. Thank you for trusting me. Um, Waiting to pick mine up from the post office. Yes. Okay. I have a blob in my breast since starting the gloves. Okay, so what can happen is when we start removing all of the build up inflammation, if you do have any cysts or any fat deposits, those fatty hard lumps and different things, you will notice those more when we reduce all of that inflammation that could be sitting there for a very long time. All right. Okay, clockwise around your stomach. I'm going to get to that now. Thank you, Helen. Do you do both at the same time? Is it normal to get lingering hot flushes and weak legs after the sequence? So we are moving hormones. We're allowing the toxins. We are working on your liver. So yeah, if circulation has been an issue and we're starting to move that fluid around, it might take a little while to adjust, Monica. So make sure you're taking minerals, make sure you are having, you're getting out in the sunshine. Most people are very low in vitamin D, most of the population. So please make sure you're out in the sun as often as you can. Don't wear sunglasses, as well, because your eyes, when they're out in the sun, are a signal to your body. When the sun comes into your eyes, it's a signal to your body to release a oil, some natural oils from your skin to protect you from the sun. When you wear sunglasses, that's not going to happen. So that's when you can burn. Shirley, my 80-year-old mum has improved her skin with the lymphatic cream and the magnesium oil. She won't use anything else now. Her skin is so hydrated and doesn't rip. Yeah. If an 80-year-old can get her skin back by using the gloves and using the cream, my pop in his 90s, definitely the same. Yep. Um, when you put the cream and oils on, yes, we're going to do that. We're probably going to do that tomorrow night. Yes, rolling over the clothes means you can take them to work, definitely. I've seen in other videos be really gentle with lymphatic massages. Wondering what your thoughts are. So my thoughts are that's bullshit, Taryn. We don't have to be so. If you are just beginning and you don't want to bruise, if you've got lots of inflammation, yes, go soft. But after a little while, like it's not like I'm bashing my body up, but your lymph system runs really deep, okay? Really, really deep. Uh, this whole, oh, you're going to break your lymphatic system if you go deep. You are not going to. Who else has had a lymphatic deep? Who else has had a deep massage? Is your lymphatic system broken? No. Um, okay. Yes, I share mine with my daughter. Um, My body is so magnetic to these magnetic gloves. Thank you. Reduce cortisol, yes. Do you need the products you see online, the internal cleanse, the lymphatic system? Let I can talk about that. Remember, okay. What enzymes? So the enzymes the easiest ones to get are called multi-gest enzymes, and they are bioceuticals. So bioceuticals, multi-gest enzymes. Everybody needs to be on enzymes. You will feel so much better. Or have some apple cider vinegar before you eat, or um, to have some, what's the green? Starts with R. What is it? That the like the lettuce that's really bitter. What is that called? Anyway, some bitters. So bitters is really important. Rocket. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, team. We make a good team. All right, so let's get to the rest of the body. We've done we've done the top. Now we're going to get to the tummy. So I like to use the ends, the curvy part, in my belly, in between my rib cage, the cisterna chyli, the deep lymph nodes are in here. I like to press, quite hard, like in around my belly. Do some nice deep breaths. Now, opening up and activating all of these areas around my whole belly. And then we're going to go clockwise. Okay, so around to the left is how our digestive system works. We're going round to the left, and then we're going from out to in. If you have lots of rolls in your belly, use one hand to hold up a roll and then use the glove to massage that skin. Okay, so use your hands to help. You've got an apron, lift that fat up and then move it to the side. Use the spiky side to make it a little bit red. So as you're losing weight, see, losing weight is so much easier than than tightening the skin. Tightening the skin can be so much harder to do. Okay, so tummy, opening up all those lymph node areas, patting, 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 and then we're going clockwise around and then from outside to in. Spend a little bit more time there, and then you can call it a Brazilian lymphatic massage. Okay, around and round and round. Next spot is your hips. So where your undies normally sit, open up all those lymph node areas around your undie line, around your bottom. Remember to keep breathing. Don't hold yourself too tight. Okay, once you've activated all of there, you are going to brush up. So if you were naked, you'd be using the spiky side. I've got clothes on, so I'm using the rollerball side. Up, up, up. You've seen me do it with hardly any clothes on too. So we're going up, 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 up. Spend a little bit more time here if you have cellulite. Now, your cellulite is probably going to look worse before it gets better, because what we're doing is cellulite fat can sort of like sit like in these big waves. We're breaking up that fat, so we're going to have smaller ones, okay? So you're going to see more dimples. Does that make sense? And we're also getting rid of the inflammation, and we're changing the structure. So instead of it being like this, we want it to be smooth. That just doesn't iron itself out overnight. It took a little bit longer to get there. All right, so it's going to take a process. And this is the process. You're going to use your creams and then you're going to use your gloves. So I've opened up all these node areas and now I'm brushing towards them. So underneath my leg here, around the bottom, up, 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 up. Now around the knees can feel quite sore and hold a lot of fluid too. So be nice to your knees. Be nice, like brush them and get in all around the outside. And then from the ankles all the way up. Repeat that on the other side, tops of the legs, bum, thighs. Now, if you've got 5 minutes, spend 5 minutes. If you've only got 2, spend 2. If you're going to have like a really good look after yourself time, you might want to, and then we do a bounce. Okay, and then you'll feel all tingly. If you've got time, to use your harmonizing mat, to use your circulate compression, to use your wobble board, your vibration board, put your legs up the wall. Putting your legs up the wall is a great one because a lot of people have hamstrings that are way too tight as well. So when we're tight, when we're tight, in our hamstrings, it's going to pull on our back. And then we're going to have back issues and we're going to have tummy issues. And Leonie, I just want to bounce with you because you and I love dancing together. Um, okay, so that is how we do the lymphatic sequence. It is not hard. I hope you understand it a little bit more. We are activating and then brushing towards those lymph nodes. Okay, yes. What about the nipples? Yep, so don't get your nipples stuck in the balls. Okay. You lift up, go around the boobs, get around it. Okay, around there. You don't want to take off your nipples with a spiky side, and like especially when it's cold. So it is so hard for me making videos in winter. Like, what do I do? Especially when it's like my son's best friend who does our videoing, and it's look, right? They're there. I do love my boobs. And why they are not like if I wore a bra every day and held them up here like this tissue is going to get very lazy and flaky and thin because it's not doing anything. Like what why? But because they have to bounce, because they have to move the lymph, right? Boobs need to move. They need to bounce. They don't need to be stuck. Who said they need to be stuck up here? So the more that you wear a bra, do not ever wear an underwire bra. The more that you wear a bra, the saggier your boobs are going to be in the long run. I know that's the first thing that you do is to rip off a bra. Like, and I will wear a bra, like going out and, putting on a nice dress and wearing a strapless or doing something. But if I can get away with it, I'm gonna. The same with undies, I'm gonna get away with it if I can. Um, Thanks, Ange. Thanks, Jace. Um, okay. So, yes, you can definitely massage the bottom of your feet and your scalp. This feels so nice on your scalp. The gloves feel amazing on your scalp and underneath your feet as well. Yes. All right. So we've got 4 more minutes left, everyone. Is there any tomorrow night? Oh, who's coming on the boob cruise? We have 65 ladies coming on the boob cruise. So there is 35 spots left. How cool is it that we're going to have a way that we can all connect? That we can break the Guinness Book of Records for the amount of people who are massaging boobs all on one boat together. Like, I'm happy to educate, I'm happy to share, I'm happy to be with you, to dance with you, to just so we can all, meet because, I rang some ladies today just to say hello and like, oh my God, I can't believe you're ringing me. It's like, well, come on a cruise and we can all hang out together. So you do not want to miss Boob Cruise. It is in March 2027, but you need to get your tickets. You need to get on the list now. And I think tickets start at $600 or $700. It's 3 nights out of Brisbane. Please come along. Tomorrow night, we're going to go through when, where, how many different conditions. We'll talk about lipedema, lymphedema, chronic conditions as well. Hormonal mess, nervous system reset. We'll talk about the compression. We'll talk about the harmonizing mats. Everybody loves them. The pulse electromagnetic field therapy, the terahertz frequency. How terahertz works is so it's Tesla, okay, Tesla technology. This is why he was killed. So Tesla technology, when you walk into a room and you can see someone full of beans and magnetic and you can just feel their frequency is like, woo, that's what terahertz, that's the frequency of terahertz. Unfortunately, we're living in this blur, world. So your cells, your bodies is like blur. Your cells are only living to maybe 30 days or 60 days. They're not living to the 90 days. They're not fulfilling the whole purpose of why they're there. So you're aging faster. Terahertz puts out this frequency, this high frequency. So all of your cells will want to live to their full potential. So we have terahertz, we've got pulsed electromagnetic field therapy in the mats and also in the Rejuveness sauna pods. I love my sauna pod because my head is on the outside. I can't go to a sauna anymore that my head is inside a sauna. I don't want my brain on fire and sweating crazy like that at all. So the pulse electromagnetic field therapies, there's four different levels to choose from. Number 5 just rotates through them all. It's red light, it heats up. Read the reviews. The harmonizing mats and the pods are the future. Like absolutely, frequency healing, energetics. It's where it's at. You don't have to, like, as a massage therapist, I don't have to do deep tissue, massage anymore. We use our gloves. We do lymphatics. This is what we do. We don't need to bash people up if we open up the gates, open up the drains, and allow the body to work as it should. We know it's so much easier. So thank you everybody for participating tonight. Thank you everybody on Instagram as well as Facebook and joining me live in here. Tomorrow night we're going to go through quite a bit as well. I'd love you to jump into our BooB Camp group and share what you've learnt. Yes, these replays will be available as well, but also share some action steps. What are you going to do? Because there is one thing of listening, but there's another thing in doing. And I'm all about action and taking some steps to create the life that you want or meet the passion that you want and get closer to your why. So yeah, big love, everyone. Please post any questions and let me know if I can answer them. I hope I answered all of them for you tonight. Okay. All right. Big love.